Well, hello again, and welcome to this new batch of Architect Homes. I am Melissa, your tour guide, and for this round of Architect Homes, make sure you have a rum and coke because this is going to be an interesting ride. And here is our first home. I believe that this home is over 1 million coins or however you call it. I don't know. I'm just a tour guide and I am the disgruntled. But here is the home. I think we've had this home before. I think. But off the bat, I was like, this isn't bad. The rooms actually make sense. And for inventory, not really too much in this game, but then again, it depends on what you have in your game. And for layout, I would say that this is a 4 because it does make sense. And for inventory, maybe a 1. This house is just, I have no idea. My eyes were very wide when I looked at this house. I just don't know what to think. It is plant overload that I'm in the forest. So here is the home. I have a problem with outdoor plants being inside the house, but that's just me. I'm just a tour guide and I am the disgruntled. And for layout, I would say 0. And for inventory, 2. Here is a home that I'm actually like, wow. It's very simple. And that is unusual for architect homes. This home actually makes sense. Like, it's actually a family home and it makes sense. And there is a mixture of older items along with the newer items. And there is a bathroom and a master suite and a huge ass closet. For layout, an 8. And for inventory, 8. For this home, we've had this before. I'm pretty sure we've had this before. For inventory, though, I would say that this is a 7. And for layout, maybe a 6. But it's a repeat. But what do we expect from architect homes? For this architect home, I was like, I like the front. I love how they have the plants in the front. I think it looks quite nice. Now, this home expects you to walk through walls, and you'll see how I mean in a minute. But so far, it's making sense. I do like the kitchen and the dining. And here we are in a living room, I guess. I have no idea. But for inventory, I'm saying it's pretty nice. And there is no way in hell to get to that staircase unless you're a ghost. And you have to walk through walls. But as a ghost, I guess you're expected to use the bathroom and iron your clothes. Okay, that really makes sense. Now here is an office, and there's no way to get into the office except for outside. For the upstairs, I would say it makes sense, but at least you're not a ghost. And for inventory for this house, I would say a 6. And for layout, I just don't know what to say. Maybe a 5. And here we are in our next home. We've had this home before. as I said, another repeat because architect homes, they aren't anything new. So let's take a look inside, shall we? So far, I think the layout's okay. We have the wallpaper that's glitchy, and but I like the kitchen and the fact that there's an office and a bar outside. Yes, makes total sense. But as I said before, this home is a repeat. But for layout, I'm going to say that this is a 3. And for inventory, it depends on what you have in your game. But in my opinion, maybe a 3. And here is our next architect home. I like the outside. But as you go inside, I think we've had this home before. I would not be surprised. I do like the kitchen. I will say that. And it's making sense. The home actually makes sense. But I would say for inventory, I'm already saying that it's about a 6, but it depends on what you have in your game. But I do see a few items in here. And for layout, I would give this a 6. This house is not bad, but as I said before, I'm pretty sure it's a repeat. And here's the next architect home. Right off the bat, I was like, this isn't too bad. This actually is not bad. I do like the front, and the house does have an interesting shape, but I do really think that it's a repeat because it looks like a house that we've had before, like I've said with the other 3. But for layout, I would say that this is a 4, but for inventory, maybe a 4 as well, but it depends on what you have in your game. And here is our next architect home. Off the bat, I'm not a fan of the outside. I think it's too dark and it looks haunted, but that's just me. But on the inside, it actually is not too bad. I do like the kitchen, and looks like they have a little office. I'm liking it, not too bad. But I'm pretty sure this is a repeat, as I've said with the 10 million homes. Okay. But for the layout, I would say that this is maybe a 6. And for inventory, 4. I really need a Jack and Coke. This house is interesting. And when you look on the inside, it's quite empty. I'm not sure I like that, but I know that that's the game, but I like the kitchen. Now, this is very empty, so I would say for inventory, maybe a 3, but that's only because this house is empty. And also, this house is a repeat. We've had this before. The upstairs, again, it's a little bit empty. I don't know why the game does that. But for the layout of this house, I would say maybe a 4. I need a cigar at this point. Here is the next house. Now, I found it quite interesting when I first had a look at it, but it looks like that the front is a pool house. And yeah, I'm liking it. It's not too bad, but it's very busy. But I don't like busy, but that's just me. Oh, look, an empty basement. That's perfect for a prisoner. And here is the main house, it looks like. I'm liking the kitchen. Now, pay attention to the inventory in this house. I mean, it depends on what you have in your game, but pay close attention. Now, when you go upstairs, it's quite interesting. You have a preteen's room, and it looks like she's spoiled. And here's another preteen room, and they both have ensuite baths. They're spoiled children. I'm just kidding. Now, when you go upstairs, you have an office, and then you walk through the closet and you get into a bedroom. How nice. Oh, it's a pink bathroom. I do not like pink. I am so disgruntled. But for the layout, I would say a 5, and for inventory, 6. I'm going to bang my head against the wall. This house is a freaking repeat. And it is the exact carbon copy of a house that we've had before, just maybe with a few different items. But we've had this house. Now, if you remember this house, I want you to comment below. I am so disgruntled right now, but pay close attention to the inventory. There are a few items in here that you may not have in your game. But as I said, this house is a freaking repeat. It's time to go bang my head against the wall. For layout, I don't like this layout. I would say a 1. And for inventory, I would say a 7. This basement, I have no words. So that is the end of our tour. It is time for me to go and have some alcohol. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a wonderful day.